edition of WCW Monday Nitro. Tony Schiavone here, and joining me in the broadcast booth, Justin Labonte Ventura. We are live from San Jose, California. And just tonight, we're going to see the Stinger in action against Scott Hall.
Well, you know what? First off, let's start with the obvious. We're in my town right now. Anytime you're in Los Angeles area, California area, you're in body count. So it's always good for me to be back in San Jose.
Your thoughts about that match later on tonight with Sting and Scott Hall?
Well, I'll tell you this right now. The Stinger has proven himself time and time again to be very resilient against all challengers. But Scott Hall, ever since entering the WCW, has been nothing but what he claims to be, and that is an outsider. It's going to be very interesting to see how the outsider goes one-on-one with the franchise of the WCW.
We've got plenty of other action as well. Ladies and gentlemen, all that and more coming your way in just a moment. Stay with us. Making his way down to the ring area, man known as Cactus Jack.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Cactus Jack has proven time and time again. This guy's, he doesn't have both oars in the water, as they like to say. He's definitely marching to the beat of a different drummer, and I'm not even sure he has a percussion section in his marching band.
Throw caution to the wind. He will sacrifice his body to gain an advantage, and that makes him a very dangerous individual.
Yeah, well, when you talk about somebody willing to sacrifice their body, I've never seen anybody do it the way this guy does.
Here comes his opponent. Get a look at this, would you? The Disco Inferno.
Well, Cactus Jack doesn't seem to be too impressed with this guy right now. He's going to come out and meet him here in the aisle.
Oh, look at this. It didn't look like Disco was ready.
Well, he definitely wasn't expecting Cactus Jack to jump him in the aisleway the way he did.
Perhaps Cactus Jack just not a fan of disco music.
Well, maybe that's it, because quite honestly, I can tell you right now, disco sucks.
Well, I thought they had a few good hits back in the day.
No, they really didn't. You can take your John Travolta and your Bee Gees and you can wrap them all up and throw them in the trash can for all I care.
Well, now it is Disco Inferno fighting back. Back elbow on the side of the head.
Cactus Jack just took him down, but he's right back up again. Give credit where credit is due. When you think of the disco era, you don't think about the toughest things in the world, certainly not the toughest guys. But Disco Inferno right now is doing a hell of a job on a tremendously tough guy in Cactus Jack.
Set him up, DDT drops him. Man, this is just the opening to Nitro. What's it going to be like for the main event?
Oh, he throws him into that set right here.
And now Cactus Jack battling back with him. Clubbing, forearms, and now hammering down on the back of the Disco Inferno. Throws him into the side. What's he going to do here? Nick Baker.
I'll tell you right now, I'm a little bit surprised, just to say the least.
Oh, he's nailed all of it. And now Cactus Jack back to his feet, hammering away. Cactus Jack will now suplex it out. Both men are down.
Well, the referee trying to establish some order here, but this is never going to happen.
Fans, stick around. We'll be back with more Monday Nitro when we return. All right, we are back here live from San Jose, California. For more WCW Monday Nitro fans, that last match never really officially began between Cactus Jack and the Disco Inferno. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of that one. However, making his way to the ring at this time, he is one of the legends in the Cruiserweight division, Rey Mysterio Jr.
Well, I'll tell you, Rey Mysterio is very fortunate there is a Cruiserweight division, because he's got to be one of the smallest non-midget wrestlers I've ever seen.
Well, I'll admit that Rey Mysterio, not the biggest guy by any stretch of the imagination, but his talents have carried him on to great success and brought him here to the WCW.
Well, this ain't Lucha Libre, I'll tell you right now. WCW is going to be a little bit different fight for him. And I just don't know that he can handle the workload, but we'll find out in just a few moments.
All right, here comes his opponent, Marcus Alexander Bagwell, otherwise known as Buff Bagwell.
Well, he's known as that for a reason. You know why? Why? Because Buff's the stuff, baby.
Buff is the stuff. All you have to do is ask him, he'll tell you.
All you have to do is ask me, and I'll tell you. I'm looking at it, and Buff is the stuff.
he'll say, don't judge a book by looking at the cover.
I don't know. I'm looking at the cover. I'm seeing a guy who definitely doesn't miss any days in the gym.
I was referring more to the attire.
Hey, he's got fashion sense. What are you going to do? Hold out against the guy? He reminds me a lot of somebody I know.
I'll presume that would be you.
That's right. It's me.
All right, referee calls for the bell. Action underway. Bagwell with a big slam. And now Rey Mysterio, look at this. Flying head scissor.
Wow, he spun him around about 5 or 6 times right there. That'll disorient you. But that's what I was talking about right there. The little man couldn't do anything about the big size and power of Marcus Bagwell.
Well, we see very quick actions here by Rey Mysterio, and that may be enough to overcompensate for what he lacks in size and muscular strength.
Well, I don't think so, but we'll find out for sure. But I'm putting my money, all of my money, on Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Hurricane Rana right there by Rey Mysterio. You may want to hang on to that money. Springboard almost across the opposite side of the ring, and he nailed it with it.
Wow, I'll tell you right now, Rey Mysterio covered a lot of territory with that springboard.
Caught him again. The high-flying action of Rey Mysterio is why the Cruiserweight division is on fire. Nice move right there by Bagwell. Driving the knee to the small of the back.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling Mysterio may have just gone and blown all of his offense and he's got nothing to show for it.
Gets a 1 count right there, and I don't think by any stretch of the imagination that Rey Mysterio has completed his offensive.
Oh, nobody home on that one. How about it?
As Bagwell now driving the knee to the back of the head. Rey Mysterio Jr. in trouble. And now Mysterio going in. Drives him down with a DDT.
Hey, I'll give credit where credit is due. I don't believe it, but right now Rey Mysterio's having a pretty good offensive outing. And he has used that size disadvantage to his advantage.
Smaller, quicker wrestler, but there's a punishing clothesline. Now we see Marcus Bagwell off with a neck breaker.
Well, that could be all she wrote right there. We'll see. Nope. Of course, Buff Bagwell's got the blockbuster, and if he hits the blockbuster, rest assured it will be over for that little man.
Well, Rey Mysterio has a variety of offensive maneuvers that he feels are going to propel him to the top of the WCW and the Cruiserweight division. Driving the elbows down to the head. Stiff forearm right there by Rey.
I'll tell you right now, the fans starting to get excited here. They're starting to think there's an upset in the making.
A reverse version of a blockbuster, you might say. Mysterio will get on the apron.
Well, he's taunting Buff Bagwell to get up. Bagwell does get up, and Mysterio didn't land well on that one at all. I don't think he caught him the way he wanted to.
Not sure what he was thinking about going for, but he rolls over for a cover. We'll see if Bagwell's hurt.
No, he got out before the 2 count. He's all right. See, the thing about a guy like Rey Mysterio, even though he's getting all this offense in right now, he lacks the power of the punch. He's got to land 5 or 6 shots to equal one of Buff's.
Oh my goodness, what maneuver was that?
I've never seen anything quite like it. 360 in the air. I don't believe he caught that the way he planned to.
But Bagwell is in trouble.
No, he still manages to get out on a count of 1. He's fine. Don't you go rewriting things all out here, making predictions and calling matches.
Wait a minute, aren't you the one that said you were putting all your money on Bagwell?
Hey, that's just me saying where I would bet my money. I didn't say Mysterio lost.
Tremendous monkey flip right there, but it's going back and forth now. Buff Bagwell, I think, has had about enough of Rey Mysterio. Overhead press slam.
Yeah, let's see Mysterio try that one.
Hooks the leg on. Oh, Rey Mysterio manages to get to the rope. Referee sees it and calls for it.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Rey Mysterio's lucky.
How so?
He's lucky his arms are 1 inch shorter, otherwise he wouldn't have reached that bottom rope.
Bagwell is stunned, still in the middle of the ring. What's he doing now? Buff on the top rope. Oh, he thinks about it again as Mysterio begins to move.
I think we might have been looking at a blockbuster right there if he would have had the opportunity.
Slams him down with authority. And now Marcus Bagwell's on the top rope. What's he going to do? This could be the blockbuster. There it is.
It's all over now. All he's got to do is go for the cover.
Referee's in position.
What just happened there? Oh, come on, give me a break. You can't tell me that wasn't a 3 count.
Well, it looked like the referee's hand struck the mat 3 times, but he's saying that Rey Mysterio managed to get his shoulder up.
Yeah, I've seen it all now. The fix is in. I'll tell you, if Buff Bagwell doesn't win this match, it will be a travesty.
Well, he just dropped Mysterio with a DDT that really shook him up. And now Rey Mysterio sends him into the turnbuckle. What's he got in mind? He's got Buff perched on the top rope. Hurricane Rana takes him down.
You know, I am still calling this a travesty right now. This match should be over. We all saw who the winner was.
Well, the referee had a better point of view than we did.
Did he now? Well, then why did he make it 3 count but then say it was only 2? So we can see, but he just can't do math. Is that what I'm supposed to believe?
Again, into the turnbuckle. And dropped again on his head. Bagwell shoots the cover. Mysterio's legs are under the bottom rope. Referee doesn't see it, but somehow Rey Mysterio Jr. still able to kick out.
Yeah, somehow he doesn't see a lot of things conveniently.
Bagwell dropping the elbow. Press slam overhead and crashing to the mat.
Well, Buff has had to do this the hard way tonight, but he's getting it done, and that's all that matters.
What a drop kick right there by Rey Mysterio. Fans, this is the action we bring you on WCW Nitro. We remind you, fans, you can join us as well for WCW Saturday night.
Overhand right to the head, nicely executed.
Nicely executed. It's not exactly a wrestling maneuver, Jess.
Well, he did it in a wrestling ring, so I would say it is. Hooks the leg, this could be all she wrote.
2 count again. Mysterio finds a way to kick out.
You know, I am very suspect of this referee's qualifications.
Bagwell, on the top rope. Hits the blockbuster.
He needs to pin him right here. It's over.
Bagwell hooks the leg. It's 2, 3.
Well, he had to beat 2 men in that ring tonight. He had to beat Rey Mysterio, and he had to beat the referee.
Mysterio making a hell of an attempt. Look at this.
Well, again, it looks like he missed that move. I'm not sure what he had in mind, but he missed it. And that took as much out of him as it did Bagwell.
Press overhead slam right here. Marcus Bagwell driving the air out of the sails. And there's the blockbuster.
Well, I said at the beginning of the match that I was putting my money on Buff. And Buff Bagwell proves why I am the body. And I'm the one who calls it like it is.
Fans will be back for more WCW Nitro. Don't go away.
Can you dig it, sucker?
All right, fans, we are back with more WCW Monday Nitro. We get a look right now at Booker T and Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat.
tell you right now, Harlem Heat, one of the most possibly underrated tag teams here in WCW, and it's hard to call them that because they've been very successful, but we're going to find out if Booker T and Stevie Ray have what it takes to get it done here in WCW on the Nitro program, because right off the bat, they're going to have some stiff competition to test themselves against.
Well, when it comes to WCW, you will always have stiff competition. And tonight it comes in the form of the Steiner brothers.
Rick and Scott Steiner, these guys are a couple of legends in their own right, one of the most elite tag teams and recognized as such in professional wrestling. They've held titles virtually everywhere they've gone. It's going to be a very interesting match in my opinion.
This is in fact where the big boys play, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Rick Steiner wasting no time whatsoever going across the ring. This is a one-on-one contest, by the way, with both members of their respective teams at ringside.
Well, Rick Steiner early on trying to get Booker T to submit, and that's simply not going to happen.
Well, if anybody was going to make Booker T submit, I wouldn't doubt that it would be Rick Steiner. These two teams have a history going between the two of them. They both want the same thing, and that is the WCW World Tag Team titles currently held by Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. We see right now Rick Steiner doing a number on Booker T, and Stevie Ray outside the ring cringing every time his brother takes impact.
Well, Scott Steiner is a very strong individual. He's just built strong. He doesn't have to go in the gym to get that way. He's naturally a very beefy guy. Collegiate superstar for the University of Michigan as a wrestler. He understands what it takes to get a big match win. And tonight, this is, no mistake about it, a big match, especially for Rick Steiner.
Booker T now in the middle rope. What's he got in mind? Delivers the axe handle down across the head.
I'd like to see if Booker T can hit that Harlem hangover.
Clothesline! Rick Steiner delivers the Steiner line off the top rope. And now it is Booker T getting the advantage. He bumps him into the corner from the middle rope. Sunset flip. He can't hold on.
Well, that was an opportunity right there for Booker T, and I believe he let that one slip away. He should have hooked the legs and brought him down and then held on to the pin attempt.
Well, what's he out of mind? Booker T waiting on Rick Steiner to get to his feet. Bookend.
Oh, he just planted him with a bookend, and that might be all she wrote in this one.
It's over.
Wow, I've got to tell you, I'm a little amazed at how easy that was.
Well, it was short and sweet, no doubt about it. The bookend, and down goes Steiner. We are looking at the man who feels his team is the team that will take the titles back from the outsiders. See Rick Steiner still lying outside the ring. Fans
of the biggest names in professional wrestling. Former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Bill Goldberg.
As Goldberg makes his way down to the ring, this crowd becomes a little unhinged. In this match, we're going to see the immovable force against the unstoppable or unmovable object. Something like that.
The irresistible force against the immovable object, you idiot.
Well, I said something like that, didn't I? Way to the ring.
Well, this is a guy who's a former NFL football player, and I can tell you something right now. You don't make it through the combines of the NFL unless you are an elite athlete.
No doubt about that. Goldberg right now getting set for arguably the biggest challenge of his career.
Yeah, no matter how you want to look at it, too. Because his opposition is nearly 7 feet tall, 300 pounds of Psycho Sid. Going to be a very interesting matchup. I'm looking forward to this one.
Well, I'd have to agree with you on that because this has all the makings of an instant classic, if you know what I'm saying. And to remind you that the big pay-per-view event for the WCW program will be the Fall Brawl. It'll be the first week of October. We invite you to join us for that one.
Yeah, Fall Brawl is going to be a huge event.
I can tell you right now, I would not want to be in the ring with that guy.
You shouldn't be in the ring with anybody.
All right, bell sounds, action underway. Let's see what happens here as the two men actually lock up collar and elbow. Can you believe it?
Goldberg went behind, but look at this. Psycho Sid pulls him over.
And now Sid putting the boots to him. Irish whip, clothesline, down goes Goldberg.
Wow, Sid really doing a number on Goldberg, not at all showing the respect you would think you would of a guy who just mowed through over 100 and, what was it, like 170 people on his way to the world title?
Well, something like that, yeah. Well, respect, as you have often said, is not something given, it's something earned. And I think Goldberg is about ready to beat some respect into Sid.
Puts the boot to the back of the neck of Sid. That's a smart move right there. If you can weaken that upper body, the core, then you're going to make it a much easier night for yourself.
Back body drop, and now Sid taking Goldberg all the way to the canvas.
Hear the pop off the mat when that one man really took its toll. You know, people think that the wrestling ring is a big sponge or a trampoline, and it's not, man. It's plywood with some very thin matting on it. It doesn't break your fall very much well at all.
Belly to belly right there by Goldberg on the bigger opponent. You mentioned earlier his former career in the NFL. Wait a minute, he's setting up for it.
This could be a big moment right here.
Oh, he went for the spear, but he got caught with a DDT.
Wow, Sid had that one scouted out so well.
And now reverses it. Back elbow right there. And Goldberg drops him with a stiff clothesline. Shoulder tackle, and down he goes. Going for a choke slam.
Well, if he hits this one, it might be over.
And now it is Sid. Waiting on Goldberg to get to his feet. He does.
He's going to hit him with that power bomb, and if he does, this match is done.
He nailed him with it. Hooks the leg.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't believe it.
Goldberg barely got his shoulder off the mat. And now Sid driving the elbow into the chest. Tremendous uppercut by Goldberg, but Sid absorbs the impact and comes back with more of his own. Both of these men really going at one another.
Went for a butterfly suplex, but that backfired on him. Sid is actually out wrestling Goldberg, and that is something I'm a little surprised to see.
Slamming down across the back of Goldberg. And now Sid going for another choke slam.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to survive another one. The back of his head just bounced off the mat. Did you see that one?
Wait, Goldberg! What's he got in mind?
Oh, he's going to go for the jackhammer. If he hits it, it's over.
There it is! Will that be enough? I don't believe it!
How many times have you seen someone kick out of the jackhammer? I can count them on one hand, and the number is 1. Just now.
Sid Vicious from the top rope in trouble. Overhead German suplex. Turns it inside out. And that's Goldberg hammering down on the head.
Well, those were all illegal punches, by the way, that the referee did nothing about.
And he got him.
Yeah, well, when you allow a guy to throw clenched fists on you like that, what do you think's going to happen?
Goldberg continues the win streak here in WCW. We look back right here, the power bomb heard around the world.
Yeah, I give credit. He kicked out of that one, but then we see Sid kicking out right there. And he only got the win by cheating.
They both men threw clinch fists in this one. It's a part of wrestling, whether it's legal or not.
Oh, really? Well, I just want you to keep that in mind then when your favorites are on.
He is a force of nature, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Goldberg. He continues his march back towards the World Heavyweight Championship. right, fans, time for the main event. Representing the New World Order, he's one half of the WCW Tag Team Champions, Scott Hall.
Well, indeed, he is one half of the Tag Team Champions, and for a good reason.
Well, ever since the Outsiders, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash entered the WCW, they have run roughshod through the roster up and down. But now Sting has decided it's time to put things back in order, and that's what's going to happen here tonight, I believe.
Oh, so you think Sting is going to win this matchup?
I have very little doubt that Sting will be victorious over Scott Hall tonight.
Yeah, well, why don't you go up to the ring and tell that to Scott Hall? He's right there.
Hey, I'm allowed to have an opinion, aren't I?
Yeah, if I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
He's WCW through and through. This is Sting.
Well, he wields that baseball bat, which I don't know why they allowed that. That's a weapon. It's a lethal weapon if you use it.
Of his ring entrance, he's not using the baseball bat.
Yeah, you've never seen him use the baseball bat, have you?
Well, he hasn't used it tonight.
Oh, so we have to wait for him to do it every time. I'm just saying there's some chicanery maybe going on is all.
Well, when you think about how many times the members here of the NWO have ganged up on not just Sting, but other members of the roster. You have to have an equalizer at some point in time, and with Sting, perhaps it is the baseball bat.
As always, justifying things the way you want to.
Sting now going to work on Scott Hall, wrenching the head and neck area.
Going to be very interesting to see how Scott Hall delivers his offense once he gets out of there, because you know it's only a matter of time. And I want to know if he goes for the big moves early or if he's going to build up to it.
Moves in the midsection, went for a DDT, but look at Sting fighting his way back out of it. Sting presses him overhead and drops him with a gorilla press.
Well, the crowd soundly behind the Stinger in this one, and I've got to give credit. I didn't think he'd be able to bench press a much bigger man like that, but he did it. Once again, the clinch fist that we saw earlier from Goldberg, and once again, the referee standing there doing absolutely nothing.
And now belly-to-belly suplex by Scott Hall, taking down Sting. Russian leg sweep right there by the Outsider. He's got Sting up, and now what's he going to do with him?
The last call right there by Scott Hall.
Well, if anybody would know about a last call.
Are you making insinuations?
Well, just things that I've heard.
You better be careful, little man. Your mouth is writing a check that your ass is going to have to cash.
Hey, I'm just reporting what I know to be somewhat factual anyway. Scott Hall down for the middle rope. Delivers the axe handle down across the head of Sting. And now the Icon is in trouble.
Up and down with a choke slam. Sting landing with authority. Now what's going to happen here? Scott Hall, if he hits this is it, the outsider edge.
Sting in trouble.
Over. This is over.
Oh, Sting managing to get his shoulder up.
He may have just avoided the inevitable, because there is no way he's going to come back from that. Scott Hall dropping the big elbow right to the chest, now going to the eyes.
Sting with a shot to the midsection. He's back up. He's got to find a way to put some offense together, though. The crowd standing behind him. Stinger splash. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg.
Only a 2 count. Scott Hall not beaten up badly enough. Look at Sting collapsing in the corner. He is taking a beating in this one.
Neckbreaker by Sting. And now the Stinger waiting for Scott Hall to get back to his feet.
Swing and a miss right there.
Face first, Scott Hall goes down to the mat.
Big roundhouse right hand finds its mark. And will that be enough? He might have knocked him out. We'll find out.
2 count only, and Sting once again able to get out the back door. What does Sting have in mind right here? Oh, Scorpion death drop.
Wow, he caught him with that one. Will that be enough? We'll find out. Hooks the leg. Referee's down.
Sting gets the win. The WCW victorious over the Outsiders.
Well, that's a win that doesn't mean anything, because Scott Hall is still one half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions.
That may be true, but this is momentum for the WCW they can clearly build on. We see Sting with that Stinger splash.
Looked like he was going for that Scorpion Deathlock right there.
Look at this. And Sting victorious. Fans, that's it for this week for WCW Nitro. We remind you, first week of October, Fall Brawl pay-per-view for the WCW. We'll be back with more WCW action, including WCW Saturday Night, right here on the Nation Network. So long, everybody.